The new SRC Restore product is quite revolutionary. It was produced in response to physiotherapists anecdotally saying that our pregnancy and recovery range had significantly affected or positively affected women with stress urinary incontinence and mild prolapse. So then we went about and produced a product specific to this that again could be worn 24/7, was easy to get on and off, super comfortable, and it treats the symptoms of stress urinary incontinence and prolapse. So it treats the cause more than the symptom. And the way it does that is that it provides a proprioceptive feedback loop to the muscles of the pelvic floor. So it reminds them to remain active, and that's what decreases women's level of stress urinary incontinence and prolapse. The product development process was quite extensive, and it took approximately 2 years. We knew that we had already fabulous products to work with, so it was combining the previous R&D and making this product something that was really functional, really comfortable, and that women, like the other products, could just go and wear every day and not know that it was on. So we had to combine components of different products to produce the ultimate product for stress urinary incontinence and mild prolapse. Well, after obviously an extensive period of time tweaking what we already had and producing what we felt was going to be superior with respect to comfort and function, we then went about testing it. So we looked on Facebook, we advertised on Facebook, and to women who already had some level of incontinence or some mild incontinence and some level of or prolapse. And the response was absolutely overwhelming. We actually had to shut the ad down 24 hours in, because we just couldn't cope with the number of women that wanted to participate in the study. With the study itself, we used the incontinence questionnaire, which looked at levels of incontinence, but also quality of life and how their incontinence or prolapse affected their quality of life. We wanted to establish a baseline because that was important to us. So all of the women that were included in the study, they filled out this questionnaire for a 3-week period, and that established their own baseline. Then we provided them with the garment and asked them to wear it as much as they possibly could in 24 hours for a number of weeks. And they then again answered the questionnaire every week for 4 weeks. And from that, we then compared their results to the baseline measurement. Like all our products, the SRC Restore product is also made up of a number of support panels. The compression is targeted, so we talk about anatomical support panels. So they're targeted to a specific anatomical region. So with this product, it's got single layer of the leg, like the other products. It comes in one length, which is the mini length. Then next to that, you've got the gusset panel. The gusset panel is in triplicate. So you have one layer of the shell fabric and 2 layers of the open hole mesh lining. Those layers are they're cut differently so that you get what we call true cross compression. So during movement, for instance, you don't get waxing and waning of the compression to that area. So the compression is maintained and sustained over time. Then you've got the top panel that comes up to the waist. That's double. So one layer of the outer fabric or shell and one layer of the the open hole mesh lining, and exactly the same on the back. So that gives really nice abdominal, lower abdominal and back support, so that the three anatomical panels work in conjunction with one another to completely stabilize the pelvis. But then, of course, you've got that added compression to the perineum, and that's what creates, again, the proprioceptive feedback loop to the pelvic floor muscles, so that the pelvic floor muscles are reminded to be active, and that's what helps with stress urinary incontinence and prolapse.